Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fanie Naude here, Managing Director for Buznet Direct, where we help, accountants that's struggling with marketing and sales, having to take on those bad clients that make themselves miserable. We teach those accounting firms how to attract their ideal clients with value within 14 days. So today we want to talk about how are you positioning your accounting firm? So this is basically a marketing term, and today we're going to talk about, what do you think about your accounting firm? What does your clients think about your accounting firm? And what does your potential clients think about your accounting firm? And how that you can influence all of these perceptions. So stay tuned for the rest of this video. Okay, so let's start off this video by saying, okay, every single person with an accounting firm thinks that, okay, their accounting firm is the best and we deliver the best results and our customers love us because of our great customer service and we have so much experience and we just love to provide, value to our clients and so forth. But very few accounting firms really understand what their clients actually think about them. Now, this is not something that you think they think. I mean, have you went out and asked your clients, what do you think about my firm? What's the thing that you most like about our service delivery? Why did you choose us? Why did you choose us in the first place? And why did you decide to stay? Now, it's a very awkward conversation to have these with your clients. So accounting firms tell us, we love to speak with our clients and ask, why exactly did you choose us? No, you guys are specifically in accounting firms for the guys that are struggling with marketing and sales. Like, that's exactly what we struggle with. And we love those sort of conversations because that's feedback from the market that our marketing is working, our positioning is working. Now, if you think about the term positioning in marketing, it's what position does your business or your accounting firm fill in the spaces in the minds of your prospects? Now, that's the most important thing. And secondly, or let's say combined with this, is what your clients think. Because you don't need to really convince your current clients, okay, you're the best because they already chose you. But if you're doing marketing, you want to attract some new clients in, you want to attract some ideal clients, people that want to work with you, see your value, all of those sort of nice stuff. But if you don't know what the perception is of your firm in their minds, then you won't be able to sell them, you won't be able to market, because you might be saying one thing, they hear something totally different, and when it comes to decision time, they really don't have a true grasp of what your accounting firm is truly about. Now, this could be very difficult if you are an accounting firm that basically just specializes just in compliance. If you just want to do payroll or you just want to do compliance, it's very difficult to make something on that standard foundational level very interesting and very attention grabbing for clients. And this is one of the reasons why marketing is so difficult for accounting firms. Now, we want to tell you, okay, instead of just focusing on those, get something that makes you different. Get something that's a little bit more, attention grabbing. And we love to do this through a marketing message. Now, first of all, what do you think about your accounting firm? What do you think about the position? What do you want them to think when they're thinking about, let's say, ABC Accounting or ABC Consulting? Like, what is that feeling that they should get? What's the first thing that should pop into their mind? And, what sort of value should be associated with this? So we love to start off our videos like you saw today of, okay, we're specializing in accounting firms that struggle with marketing and sales, having to take on those bad clients that make their life miserable. We're telling a story there. We're telling a story of accounting firms that don't have any formalized training in marketing, but we're still getting them their ideal clients at the end of the day because we're teaching them how to attract their ideal clients to them. And this is telling a story of those accounting firms that's really struggling at the moment because the referrals are drying up. The word of mouth is not as effective as it used to be because the economy is struggling at the moment. So we're telling that story, and it tends to resonate with our ideal clients that need help in the marketing department, need help to know how to create something of value to attract their ideal clients. Now, this is not specifically on the brand itself. Positioning is more of what do they think about you. So you should be having some sort of marketing message to tell people. So let's say, for example, you are at a braai or a cocktail party or something along those lines, and someone asks you, what do you do for a living? Do you say, I'm an accountant? Like, that just shuts down the conversation just immediately. It doesn't invite a conversation. It doesn't invite something more. Like, if I go to a braai and someone asks me, what do I do for a living? And I just tell them, well, I'm a consultant. Like, suddenly it's just like, I don't know, I'm a digital marketing consultant. It's still not a conversation. It's still not a story. It's not grabbing their imagination, or it's not grabbing their attention. And it's very difficult to go forward from that point. So instead of just telling them you're an accountant, or you're head of an accounting firm, or you do advisory and consulting or anything along those lines, rather go and tell them a little bit more of a 2-sentence story on what do you do. And this is about, okay, who do you help and how do you help them, and what sort of value is associated with this. So if you're looking at our story, we're saying we help accounting firms that struggle with marketing and sales. So that's a very specific niche. That's not your most successful accounting firms. It's also not your startups. It's the ones that's actually you can make that assumption that it's basically a mid-level, but they want to scale up and they just need some help with marketing. That's a specific niche. Now, if you're an accounting firm that targets absolutely everybody, it becomes very difficult to grab the attention of anybody. So we have, for example, a client that specializes in advocates. So he can immediately tell the people, how advocates don't know exactly how to put together their business structures or the admin or whatever the problem is. You can tell that story because it's aimed specifically at them. But now you're thinking, okay, but what if the person that I'm talking to doesn't resonate with the message, or don't worry about those? He's not an advocate, or he's not a construction worker. He's not part of my niche that I'm targeting. Well, a lot of people know a lot of business owners, and there's always a network. There's always that thing of, you helping accounting firms. My accountant, that guy, he constantly complains about, not getting clients in, and he actually struggling with the word of mouth at the moment. Can I send you his referral? Like, can I send your details to him? So it's not just about portraying yourself to them as, okay, you are the prospect and I want to sell you. It's more of telling a story of, I help accounting firms and this is specifically what I help them with because they struggle with this, and this is exactly what we want to do. We want to teach them, or we want to help them, or we provide advisory and consulting. Like, if you help small businesses grow up, it's a very enticing story if you can tie that in with some emotion as well. Let's say, for example, you help small retail outlets. Like, no, we help the small mom and pop shops that's being retailed. Those guys are starting to die out, and we realize that we can go in, help them with the stock management, help them with stock losses and so forth, and put some systems in place that they don't need to spend all of that time in the shop itself and doing all of the work, that they can spend some more time with their family. And because it's a mom and pop shop, if they're not there, the people are not going to work. Like, as soon as you start to give a little bit more of emotion and stuff like that, people start to listen and like, oh man, that's so cool. Like, small business in South Africa is really struggling. You guys, people resonate with those sort of messages because they also want to help. They also want to see, is there some way that this relationship can become reciprocal? So you need something to tell people. Instead of just saying you're an accountant, tell them a story message of what you actually do, what the real value is that you give. And not just, okay, well, accounting can get really boring when you get down to the numbers and the specific details, and absolutely nobody understands that except for accountants. So make it a little bit more exciting. Tell them how you help businesses grow. Tell them how you solve specific cash flow problems, or how you help small business owners with financial intelligence, that they know how to make profit instead of just living, day in and day out. And if they get a bad day, they're not going to eat. Tell a little bit more about what is the results of you going into a business, offering extra help? Is that, oh man, you help franchises open new stores, or do you help, let's say for example, physiotherapists open their own practice, or you help doctors to be successful in business. And instead of just being a doctor, you help them to open their own practice, and how you scale those up and make sure that they run a successful practice and so forth. And all of those sort of things, it's nice stories, but it needs to tie into your positioning on who do you help. Like if you're helping absolutely everybody, marketing cannot be done to absolutely everybody. You need to pick someone, pick a niche, pick a specific group of people that's struggling with a specific set of challenges that you can solve for them, that you can help for them. And then it's going to be attracting a lot more people to you. Because then suddenly people are going to realize, oh, that's Yuan, he specializes in lawyers, or hey, that's Yuan, he specializes in veterinarians, and he's the go-to guy when it comes to active or live reporting for data for veterinarians, or for doctors, or for dentists. Because then when that guy goes to his dentist, who's going to be on top of his mind when the dentist says, no, my accountant he's missed another meeting, and he's delivered, and he didn't submit my stuff late. Hey, wait, I know a guy, Yuan, he actually specializes in dentists. Can I send you his number? Suddenly, because you made that conversation more interesting, you made that perception of your brand in what you do interesting, and it ties in with the story that someone resonates with, or it stays in the back of their mind, suddenly the whole brand gets lifted up. And I'm not talking here about just you doing this. You can teach this to all of your staff members that, what do you do for a living? Oh, I work for so-and-so company, and this is what we do. And they tell the story message of how they help, dentists, run their practice and put some systems in place, and really get some valuable time and valuable reporting and all of those sort of things. It doesn't really matter who delivers that message, as long as your brand gets associated with that. If they're thinking about ABC accounting, it's going to be like, oh, those are the guys that specializes in helping veterinarians grow their practice. Oh, that's the guys who specialize in helping plumbers automate their payroll and let's say for example their job costing or their job cards, or that's the guy who helps marketing firms with their job costing per project. Now it should be that thing of, that's the guy and associated with something like that. If you're thinking about, that's just Yuan, he's an accountant, everybody just immediately shuts down. It's like, okay, just the accountant, shame the poor guy. You don't want that perception of you. You want that perception of real value that you bring and offer to the market, because not just your target market is going to resonate. Everybody else that hears your message is going to think, this is great. I love what these guys are doing. And if they know someone, they're going to refer them to you because it's such an inspirational message. Now, if you're thinking, okay, but I don't really know how to do this, I don't know how to put together a marketing message and forth, we love to help you. This is something that we're not going to offer as a service or anything, but reach out to us. Let us give you a few examples and tell you how to do this, because it's a lot more inspirational. It's getting a lot more attention if you have a great position for your accounting practice or your accounting firm. If it's advisory and consulting, it is. If you're specializing only in payroll, that could be you. That could be your specific brand of, you handle the payroll of all the electricians in Gauteng, basically. It could be something along those lines, like, you need payroll for your electrician? Great, that's the guy. He does everybody's. He knows exactly what needs to be done and how to calculate everything. He has a pre-built system. It's painless to work with him. Just go to that guy. You want to be the go-to person for somebody. You don't want to be just another accounting firm that needs to compete with other accounting firms on just doing general accounting and financial statements and registrations and VAT and all of those. You don't want to compete on that. You want to be the go-to for somebody and for something. And that needs to be your position in the market. And if you're thinking about, but we do everything. Well, start with one thing, become known for that. Become the go-to for that. And if you want to expand, open a new division, open a new company, do something else. But get known for something that you don't need to actively market the whole time, that you could be that go-to. And I know accountants love referrals and word of mouth. This is just to boost that. It just brings up your entire organic marketing to a whole new level if you associate your brand with something specific to be known for helping a specific group of people solve specific challenges. So thanks everybody for watching this video. I really hope this gave you some insight on positioning in a marketing sense. And leave us a comment. If you like this video, please either subscribe, like, share, all of those nice things, and enjoy the rest of your week.